Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be an ocean that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
Hi guys, I'm Crystal. I'm part of the board with Helping Hands for Cruising. Most of you guys know me as Destinations Delight, but what I want to tell you right now is Helping Hands for Cruising meant so much to me on this trip. I got to watch our first recipient, that's right, our first recipient enjoy his very first of many things to come through Aruba, Amber Cove, Bon Air, La Romana. To top it all off, the joy and the pleasures of getting to find and see this young man on board, get to see the ocean, get to see the waters, get to see animals, and most importantly, the smiles that brought to everybody's faces. If you're not part of Helping Hands for Cruising, I highly suggest you seek them out. Find them on Facebook, find them on YouTube, and let them make everybody's dreams come true. Guys, go support Helping Hands for Cruising. Thanks for watching.
Well, g'day folks, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Chatting with Shaun on Helping Hands for Cruising. It's great to see you all. Well, you know what? I was just talking with Crystal the other day and looks like there's some exciting stuff coming out of that corner. Anyway, let's get into the chat. First of all, we've got Nick. G'day, Nick. How you going? 30 days till Vegas, 240 days till Germany. Me and her. Hang on. Me and her are starting to plan our itinerary for his 10-day visit in the spring. Seriously, how much? Okay, shut up, Shaun. I think you're going to have an awesome time while you're there. Next in the chat, we've got Helping Hands. Another awesome countdown has started for Nick. And, there's another group out there, the Down Under Cruisers. G'day, guys. Who are you? I don't know. Anyway. You're looking at them. There we go. Oh, Fairy Dust. Bernay, the Platypus Raid. Okay. Yeah, platypus is is a very rare animal found down under, and yes, it is true. It's got a duck bill and looks like an otter. Anyway, there we go. G'day, Shaun, and everyone from Nick. We've got Mike coming in from the Adventures of Traveling Mike, and it's a me raid. Oh, excuse me. It's all about you, young Mike. It's a me raid. Actually, you had an awesome channel there. A live stream earlier on, and that guy that did the music, OMG, what a fantastic show. Nick is saying at 17th of September and also starting German polka dot lessons. She's super excited to hear about it. It was only 50 USD for 3 weeks of lessons. Should be fun. Yeah, it should be fun for you to be doing that, mate. So welcome aboard. MG Preacher, I hop in the chat and literally the first word I see is Germany. Yep, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. First word. Well, actually, no, it wasn't. It was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ninth word. But yeah, okay, I like that. That's cool. Mike is having a giggle there, which is good. And also saying g'day to Nick. Nick is saying g'day to Mike and MG. MG is saying g'day to Nick. Okay, we've got Angie and Rick Family Adventures. Welcome aboard. The Mike Raid, hang on, you got to say that properly. Be afraid. Be very, very afraid. Yep, okay. Enough of whatever his name was. Nick is saying, MG, I hit it off with a beautiful woman on my trip this summer in Canada. She's from Germany, and I'm going to see her in the spring when I go and visit Germany again. Mate, just have an awesome time. That's what I say. And Mike's having a giggle at Angie, but Angie obviously hasn't spent a lot of time with me, so there we go. Preachers, Emma, you're just saying that because I'm here. Yes, you're right. Bernay is saying Shaun, Ilana, Nick, Mike, Josh, Angie. Yep, we're all one happy family. Mike's having a giggle there. The preacher's saying Hole Bernay, and also very nice, Nick, very nice. We've got Angie saying, you don't scare me. You're right, I don't scare anybody, to be honest. Marjorie saying, the Down Under Cruisers, g'day. Welcome aboard, Marjorie. Nice to have you here. And hey, from Nick, it looks like all the old friends are back, which is really awesome. G'day, Marjorie. Jonesy. G'day, Jonesy. We were talking about you a little earlier on. Well, g'day, everyone. Welcome aboard, Jonesy. Nice to have you here. And Mike is saying, hey, Jonesy, we missed you this morning. See, there's an echo in here, mate. G'day. Oh, sorry. Yeah, g'day, Jimmy. How you going, buddy? Hope your day was great yesterday and your night was restful sleep. And today's going to be a safe shift day. Mike saying g'day to Jimmy as well. And the preacher is saying, yes, I do. I'm the literal embodiment of your anxiety. Seriously, you can't even spell my anxiety because I don't have any. I'm not anxious. I'm sorry. Hey, Mike from Jimmy. Bernay is saying, Jimmy, Jonesy, Marjorie, g'day. Jonesy's saying g'day to Mike. And Marjorie is saying g'day to the astute tourist. Hi, Shaun. Yeah, g'day, Angie. Nice to have you on board. Jonesy's saying g'day to Fairy Dust, and a couple of other people saying g'day to each other, which is awesome. Bit of a smiling there. G'day to Fairy Dust from Marjorie, and Mike is saying Bad Joe and Rain are a great couple and play great music. Yep, that's cool. Look forward to hearing some. G'day, Marjorie. Jonesy! Okay, sorry, Jimmy. I didn't mean to do it like that. G'day, Benet. Jimmy! Oh, sorry, Jonesy. Didn't mean to do that. It just came out. Benet is saying, I'm awake, Jimmy, and you're not on. Yep, that's tomorrow, Benet. That's tomorrow. Give us a break. Benet he has a giggle at Benet's statement, and a preacher is a byproduct of me. Meet my son. Okay. Thank you for that, Angie and Rick. I will get to learn him. Just letting you know, Angie is my mother, so I have to, by law, give her a bunch of crap. You know what, Preach, let me just give you a word of advice. There is always payback, just not when you expect it. Jimmy is saying, what's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. I'll let you know as soon as I know what's going on. As soon as I've gone through the chat. You may remember me as Angie. Oh, now I remember you. That's cool. Nice to have you on board, Angie. Too bad we haven't had a chance to have a chat at times. G'day, Joe. How you going, mate? What's the weather like in Dubbo? Hump day, a cup of Joe. Well, that's mañana. It's not hump day yet. It's mañana. For those that don't speak Spanish, tomorrow. Hi, Angie from Jimmy, and long time. Yeah, it has been a long time. Bernie saying g'day to Joe. Joe saying g'day to Bernie. Hi, Joe from Jimmy. Mike, hi, Joe. Joe, you're famous today, mate. All right, what's the weather like in Dubbo? Give me a heads up. Because the weather down here is, we're currently sitting on 11 degrees C overnight. We had a nice day. It says here 18 degrees, feels like 11. Yeah, I find that hard to believe. But today we did have 18. It was cool and it was bloody windy. Anyway, people are saying good day to each other, which is awesome. I'm just going to skip through. Angie is saying to Jimmy, good to see you. How you been, buddy? All right, doing well. Angie, are you well? And Joe is going bloody beautiful. So the weather was good, huh? Did you take your t-shirt? Did you take your jumper off and just wear a t-shirt? Or was it still a bit cool? All right, let me get into some of the happy stuff. Well, it's been a pretty full week this week. What with some people doing some planning for Helping Hands for cruising. Some of the board members, at least one I know of, has been away on a cruise up to Alaska. That was Ross. And he has come back and is full of vigor and ready to rock and roll, because he's actually handling the rock and roll cruise tour, the rock and roll tribute cruise. So it's going to be an amazing cruise. So let me give you a countdown of the cruises that are happening. First up, we've got Amy's cruise. That's going to be in just on 54 days. And I want to tell you, we are going to be having the most amazing time on that particular cruise because, well, unfortunately, we didn't win the lottery. So Ilana and I will not be able to be on there, unfortunately, but that cruise is rather an auspicious cruise because that cruise goes out when the last 2 days of the inaugural cruise happened. So it basically is 2 years since the inaugural cruise. And Roxy is the fourth recipient. She is going to have the most amazing time. And I'll do a bit of a clip on that shortly. Let's just see. Jonesy is saying it was bloody beautiful day today. That was awesome. And he was quoting an old Ford Courier ad. That's cool. Bloody awesome. Nick is saying it stormed pretty good here last night and we lost power for about 5 hours. Thankfully, the local power utility got it up pretty quickly. Joe is saying that looking at a map, some places are expecting power outages this week. Well, we had a power outage at our office on Saturday. Fortunately, Ilana and I weren't in the office, but we were headed up to Yarram for a training session I had yesterday in Yarram. Windy as, but beautiful weather. G'day, Joe from Jonesy. What's the weather like in Burnie there, Jonesy? Joe is saying, and it looks like we may be getting a week off next week. What's going on? Machinery being updated or whatever? G'day to Jonesy from Joe. So hopefully Tassie, I've been looking at your weather. You've been getting a bit of rain down in Tassie. So anyway, now let's get back to Amy's cruise. This is Amy's cruise, folks, for anybody that's interested. Well, folks, if you want to go on that cruise, you got to put a lime in it. Go on, and you're going to have an awesome time. I know a few of the people that are going on there, and they are going to have just an incredible moment. Okay, so let's have a look. Joe is saying that they've got livestock shortages. How come you got livestock shortages? You guys have had plenty of reasonably good weather. How come you got no livestock? Jonesy is saying that the Tasmanian Networks is still on strike, so there's no work there for him. Mate, seriously? You guys got strikes happening? We've got the CFMEU, the Builders Industries Union is going on strike as well, and goodness me, we've got strikes left, right, and centre. Nick is saying that it's currently 21C there where he is. It's very heavy rain for about the next hour this morning. Oh, so Minnesota's got 21 degrees. Nice day, actually. If it's 21 now, then you guys are going to have a pretty good day. I reckon you guys are going to have like a 30-degree day, which is awesome. Mike is saying it's currently 62 there where he is, expecting a high of 87 in the southeast Colorado. Jonesy is saying, yes, it's high of 13 most days, and it's wild, windy, and rain. Well, that sucks. Joe is saying one word, rain. Trucks cannot get in to get the sheep out. No sheep getting out is making it hard for us. Well, that sucks. Yeah, that's right. You guys do have had some heavy rains. Oh, well, here's hoping that it all sorts itself out really quickly. Okay, so talking about these things now, as I said, Ross has gone on a cruise. The cruise was on, well, let me show you what cruise he went on, because this is the same one that Bruce from Ocean to Ocean is putting on. And I can tell you, it's going to be a rip snorter of a cruise. We're still trying to finalize a recipient for this particular cruise.
Have you been dreaming of an Alaskan cruise? Or maybe you've taken one before and you just can't wait to go again. If so, the Helping Hands for Cruising Group Cruise is just the cruise for you. June 15th through June 22nd, 2025, you will set sail on the magnificent Norwegian Encore. This amazing group cruise will take you to Juneau, Skagway, a majestic cruise through Glacier Bay, Ketchikan, a stop in Victoria, British Columbia before arriving back in Seattle. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com today to find out how you can be a part of this fantastic group cruise to Alaska. This is one you definitely don't want to miss.
And boy, will that be the most amazing cruise ever. Ilan and I had put it on our bucket list to do, but the season will be over shortly, so what a pity. But there you go. It is what it is. Jimmy is saying we will see, so Jimmy will see a high of 28.3 today. So it wasn't that far off. 30 degrees, 28. It's not that different. It's going to be an awesome day by the looks. So lots of sunshine for you guys. Joe is saying, just came in today to say hello, talk again tomorrow night. What? Is this a hit and run mission? Mate. All right, we'll catch you tomorrow, but you better stay a decent length of time tomorrow. Mike is saying, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and not hit your finger, peeps. Thank you very much for that, Mike. Yeah. Nick is saying something I'm looking forward to the spring. Need to get that Oh, no, don't you mention that. You mention it 3 times and somebody comes up. Hopefully, it's as big as that extra large one you got in Melbourne. That was nice, was it not? It was awesome. Angie is saying that is a bucket list for her. Maybe when Rick retires, which the Alaska trip or coming down under. The Alaska trip is going to be an amazing one. Jimmy's saying 83F today. The 80s have returned. Woohoo! All right, preacher. I want to go on a cruise. Well, mate, there's only one way you're going to get there. Tell mum and dad. Yeah, Jimmy's saying the summer's still there. That's awesome. Jonesy is saying, "Don't be a bum. Hit the thumb." Yeah, good on you, mate. That's real cool. Thanks for that. Rick, Angie and Rick, Angie's saying both with a giggle. So she wants to have a cruise too. Yep, that's cool. G'day, Deb and Matt. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you guys here. How was the 80s disco cruise on the Pacific Encounter? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I came in and watched your live stream the other day when you were at Brizzy about to jump on her. And yes, we've been on the adventure when the adventure was the Golden Princess. And that was our first cruise, our first iteration of cruising. And boy, did that get us hooked. Hope you had an awesome weekend and it was great. Brizzy's back at home, isn't it? In other words, you're back home in Brizzy. Would I be right? Nick is saying the price on his flight to Germany in April dropped by $277 this week. And American Airlines was nice enough to give you a voucher for the difference. Mate, that's awesome. So what are you going to do with the voucher? Oh, there we go. He tried to cancel and rebook it, but if I did that, I would have lost the fees he paid for the seat. Thankfully, the lady on the phone that helped him was very nice and gave him the voucher. Oh, that's cool. All right. Preacher is saying, laugh so hard he can't breathe. Sure, mate. I'll get right on that. Yeah. The good news is when you laugh that hard, make sure you're holding on to something tight because what happens is your blood pressure drops. Yep. And then you hit the deck. Nick is saying they're heading for a high of 26C. That's not a bad day at all. Angie is saying, hey, MG needs to take his mama on a cruise. I gave him, yeah, you did. So he needs to do all the stuff for you. There you go. Now, let me ask, is it Deb or is it Matt? Yo, back home in Brizzy now. We did adventure last month for the 70s Disco Glam. Man, yeah, you guys make me envious because ain't not much going out of Melbourne right now. With the port fees being the way they are, I don't blame the cruise lines for going, yeah, nah. Nick is saying that he loves Brizzy. He loved Brizzy. It was his first city he visited in Australia. Mike, Shaun, is it 8:21 p.m. there for you? Adding a clock here for your time. Well, it's actually 2024 to be exact. Oh, all right, 8:24 p.m. just for you. Oh, goodness me. Nick is saying that he's going to be using his $277 voucher when he books his ticket to go to the real Oktoberfest next year in Munich. That'll be cool. And Preacher saying, and technically saved yours. So, yeah, we're kind of... No, wait a minute. Hang on a minute, Preacher. You just calm your butt right down over there. She gave you life. She can take it out again. Let me just put it to you that way. My son knows that respect is due where respect is due. Treat him good. You don't know how long you got him for. Truth be known, you don't know how long you got him for. Matt here. Awesome, Matt. Nice to see you again. Great to see the face. No, I can't see your face, seriously. Lots of upcoming investment in our cruise terminal too. Brisbane is a sleeping but steadily awakening. You know what? You guys did the right thing. You guys got your cruise terminal set up. Unfortunately, COVID didn't help you out there, but that 2 weeks that it was open certainly gave you an opportunity to have a trial run. But now it's coming to its own. So it's great to see. And certainly you guys will have the utmost benefit out of that cruise port. All right. So now that we've got a couple of Aussies in here, as well as the general riffraff preacher, considering I lost her twice. Well, now you found her. She's on the other end. Look, there she is. There's the chat. Oh, I've told him that. Honestly, he's fun to have around it. You know, I know that. Hey, for those that don't know, May the 30th was the worst day of my life. That's when my dad passed. And I can tell you, when you've been around someone for as long as I have, every second counts. So what I'm going to say, preacher, is do not forget to say the magic words, I love you, because when time goes, you'll be kicking yourself up your backside. A preacher is saying, you're bloody right, I am. Don't put tickets on yourself, mate. Seriously. Nick is saying the funny thing about the Brisbane airport, when he was walking through customs, they asked him to put his backpack on the ground. It was too high up for the dog to sniff on his back. Mate, there's only one good reason for that. You're 7,000 feet tall. Seriously. Oh, wow. Second berth at the Brisbane International Cruise Terminal. Mate, that's absolutely exciting stuff for you guys. You'll be able to handle things like, some of the bigger ovation of the seas and all that sort of stuff coming in and taking those port positions. Melbourne's losing out. We seriously are. Mike is having a good old giggle there. Okay, so what I was going to say before I so rudely interrupted by preacher is that Helping Hands for Cruising, for those that don't know, is a charity that was set up to help people who, for one reason or another, are not able to, or have never ever been able to, have a cruise, have an opportunity of a break of a lifetime. So what we're looking at doing is whether they are financially strapped, or they are disabled, or the carer of somebody disabled, and they certainly deserve to have the break of a lifetime, we put them on a cruise. Let them have an opportunity of a lifetime to enjoy the cruise and get everything underway. Well, in the US, we are now a 501c3. That means that we can take donations. And so we've had donations. We had a cruise-a-thon this last weekend, and we generated 6,100 USD, which equates to just over 9,000 Aussie. So that means that we are able to put 3 people on board a cruise ship. We are trying to get that up and running down under. The company's all set up. We're just getting the paperwork in to get Helping Hands for Cruising as a registered charity here. And then we will, or not-for-profit, whichever. And then we will be getting some cruising going out of Australia as well. Currently, we've had 3 cruise ships go out with 3 recipients. The next ship to go out will be the Carnival Breeze going out of Galveston in the US, and then the one after that is the one out of Seattle going up to Alaska. That's what the 2 videos were about beforehand. But our ultimate piece de resistance cruise that's coming up is this one here that I'm going to show you shortly. This is the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. We've actually got 3 bands that are going to be on board that cruise ship. And we're going to be on the Norwegian Joy doing cruises out of Port Canaveral, and then going down to see some Virgins, and then heading back to All right, let me get the video on, let you see it. Here goes. right. So that's going to be one incredible cruise. Did you get it? Did you get the two versions? The British and the American? Okay. So Preacher says, oh, I tell my mama that all the time. I told plenty of people I'm a mama's boy and proud of it. You know what? Truth be known, all us boys are mama boys. I take care of my mum even though dad's not around. Okay, so Nick is saying it was announced, Shaun, that this fall the Europeans are going to stop stamping passports. It's a sad day. The Australians didn't stamp my passport either, just an electronic check. So, Nick, have you ever thought of the opportunity to go to one of the customs guys and say, is it possible, do you think I can get a stamp in my passport? Just asking. Angie's saying Josh has become my tight hand. I think you meant right hand. Hang on. Yes, the R is right next to the T. Her right hand with her channel. They spent months together in Florida during the winter. So you're a snowbird. Is that what they call them? Snowbirds? Yeah, right. You corrected that. Isn't that snowbirding? Isn't that what they call it? Mike is saying, Angie, they're going to be in Florida November 25. Wink, wink. Could have a meet. Just saying. Yes, that's correct. November the 29th. So we'll be in, we're going to aim to be in Fort Myers for around about the 25th of November. I can't take a lot of time off work because I run my own business. So we're looking at being in Florida for, and hey, and Deb and Matt, you guys might want to look at doing this with us as well. I'll explain in a second. So we're going to be in Florida on the for the 25th of November. The 26th is when we do the 29th is when we do the cruise. But on the 28th, the evening of the 28th, we're having a big meetup before the cruise. Now, the cruise is the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, which is totally 100% a Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise. We're trying to sell 200 cabins. We've currently sold about 65 right now. Now, here's the key thing. And I'm doing this for charity. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, Matt. You just won't believe it. Somebody paid me, well, two lots of people paid the charity $350 to watch me doing a shoey of a can of Foster's. I can't believe I'm actually using that word, Foster's. But hey, that's what's been $200 for me to drink a can of Foster's and another $150 to do it out of a shoe. Okay, so there we go. So that's what's going to happen on the 28th at the meetup. And a whole lot of other fun things are going to be happening too. So come on down, come meet us. Angie is saying, sounds like a plan. That would be nice. Well, yeah. Port Canaveral's where the meetup is going to be, and that's because that's where the ship's going out of. Preacher is saying to Mike, hey, Angie, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Yes. Lots of nudging and hinting. Mate, you got to get there too. I want to personally shake you by the hand. No, Mike is saying I plan to be in Florida November 25 already. So, Angie, yes, I know. We can do that, Josh. Would you love that? That's what you were trying to get at. Yep. And Mike's having a yay, Josh moment. Angie's going, I'd love that, man. Can't type. Need more coffee. Yeah, well, you could have what I'm having. It's not coffee. It's iced tea, peach iced tea in my Helping Hands for Cruising. Oh, but no, I think you guys would like this one. Aussies get it. Richard Cranium is the name. There we go. Yep, that's my mug. I guess your name is Josh, so there we go. 3 cups of coffee, is that all? Only 3 cups? Seriously, you don't know how to drink coffee. Yep, plenty of coffee. Angie is saying, yes, it is, Shaun. That's cool. Good morning, folks. Cheers. Best sip of the day. That's Jimmy. Yeah, I was having my best sip. It was my seriously technical difficulties. You get into over talking about coffee and iced tea and all that sort of stuff. There you go. Now where are we? I've got to go back to where I was because it chucked me out. Oh, there we go. Jimmy is going party. Yeah, well, you know what? At that cruise, we're going to be having Ricky Rocker on there as well. So yeah, Jimmy knows Ricky Rock is going to be a real pain. Well, the cruise is going to be the cruise of the century. It is. Matt's got a giggle going on there. Yeah, yeah. You sympathise with me, mate. I know you do. Nick, just have something good. Wash your mouth out, Shaun, when you drink that. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to have to. I'm going to grease it with Vegemite. Um, Jimmy, yeah, that's. I'm glad you got the puke stuff before and after. Aussies don't drink Foster, seriously. Nick, I won't be there for that rock and roll cruise, but at least you got to shake my hand over there in the land down. Well, we did more than that. You actually stayed with us. So there you go. Matt is saying we have 18 cruises booked in the next 18 months. Per calendar is pretty, your calendar is pretty full. But it sounds like a great adventure. You will need to live stream the Shui. Mate, a lot more than the Shui is going to be live streamed, trust me. It's going to be an amazing time. So, and maybe if you've got enough opportunity to have a chat with me, Matt, maybe we can talk a little bit more about Helping Hands and see who else we can get down under to get sorted on a cruise ship. Mike, I know you love beer at the best of times. Jimmy is saying Ricky will be there. And I can see the question mark at the end. Will be there? Yeah, he will be. Josh is saying the rest is still brewing. Yeah, well, it sucks. Jimmy's asking what happened. Yeah, technical issue. Don't worry about it. We'll get it sorted. Yeah, it was the coffee jitters. You're right. Considering that I haven't had any coffee this evening. So there we go. Jimmy is saying so many of your YouTube personalities will be on board. You cannot miss this one. That's correct. I'll let you know who's coming soon. Mike is saying my birthday is the 30th of November. Well, Mike, you got to be there for it, mate. I've got to have a drink for your birthday. Maybe come on the cruise. Nick, true, it's pretty easy choice between going to Oktoberfest in Germany or a cruise out of Florida. Not even a question, but that's just my perspective. Can't say not seeing a beautiful lady. Well, Nick, I'd be honest with you. I'd rather go on the cruise than go to Germany, to be honest. But that's personal history. But you must do what you need to do. Jimmy's saying he's got to run and get ready for that 4-letter word. Have a great day for some and a good night for others. Mate, thank you very much. And please have a safe shift. And Mike is saying, have a good day, Jimmy. Yeah. So truth be known, on the Norwegian Joy, there was that slide. You all saw that slide. There is no way known I'm actually going to go on that slide. Everybody asks why, and I'll tell you the truth. I will get stuck. Angie saying have a good day to Jimmy. Josh is saying have a good one, bud. Nick is saying, and to be honest, Shaun, I'd rather fly back to Australia and explore your country more before I ever get on a cruise. Hey, mate, I can handle that one. You can come down and visit. We don't mind. Jimmy is saying, hey, Nick, let's face it, you can go to Germany anytime, but how often do you get to sail on a ship with Shaun and myself? And that's true. So who is going on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise? We've got, obviously, Jimmy and Ilana and I, or Jimmy and Colleen, Ilana and I. We've got Ross and his lovely wife, Donna, from Orange Cone Vlogs. Bruce and Cindy from Ocean to Ocean Travel. We've got Scott from Controversial Cruising. We've got from memory. James Catanese and his lovely wife Cindy. We've got this guy here, Jonesy, I believe, is coming with us. At least that's what he threatened. Springtime with a new girlfriend. If I was Nick, I'd follow where I'd go. Good on you, Nick. Jonesy. Mate, he can have the chick anytime he likes. I mean, seriously. So we'll have Mr. and Mrs. Jonesy joining us on the cruise. We will have Marjorie will be on the cruise, Marjorie Brown. I believe we could possibly be having Darian on board the cruise with us. Not 100% certain. And also we're not 100% certain if Rafi from Visos Travel is going to be joining us, but certainly they're going to be attempting their utmost. To be honest, I cannot remember all the names. Oh, yes, Kenny's coming with us on board the cruise. That's going to be awesome. The very first recipient. Oh, FatMat is joining us on the cruise as well. And he's going to be performing the song that you heard played at the beginning of the show. So we're going to be having a bucket load of people coming on board that cruise, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. Angie is saying James and Cindy are so sweet. Yeah, they're an awesome couple. Kenny, Marjorie, yep, that's correct. Jonesy is saying that's the plan, and that we know. We know that's the plan. So therefore, we are certainly looking for an awesome time. It's going to be huge. We're going to have a bucket load of people coming on board, and really, fun in the sun, as they say in half the shows. Anyway, it is going to be an awesome time. And you know what? As a memory from when we did the inaugural Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise, it changed lives. Kenny came on board. Kenny had never seen the ocean. He'd never seen the beach. We got him to the ocean and we got him on the beach. We got him in the ocean. And when he got back on the cruise, now the thing that I remember the most about Kenny was we were in Bonaire and we were at a beach at Bonaire, and Donovan, who is from Ivy on the Wayside, was sitting there with Kenny on the beach and saying, first of all, Jimmy, it's going to be a ball. Yes, it is. And mate, safe shift. Have a great night. Great day. So Donovan was talking to Kenny and explaining what was in the ocean underneath the ship as we were sailing through, all the life that was underneath and all that sort of stuff. And I have never seen a bloke's eyes. Kenny's eyes were like dinner plates. He sucked everything in. He got back on the cruise, and let me tell you, he was smiling from ear to ear. He had the most exciting, the most exhilarating time ever. So, make sure you can see if you can get on one. Angie's saying, okay, I've never been on a cruise. About how much would the rock and roll cruise cost? Okay, so Angie, I don't know all the details 100%. My suggestion would be, please contact Bruce at oceantooceantravel.com, and he can give you all the details about the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. Talk to him. Have a go. G'day, Greg. How you doing, buddy? You're driving, so keep your eyes on the road and your ears wherever. Michelle, you're taking Michelle to the airport. Michelle's always flying away. tell her to fly down under. It's not that hard. You've got all the points from all the flying. So just fly down under. Come have a look. You're the only one that's got to pay for the flight. So there we go. Come down under. Come visit us. Best country in the world, let me tell you. But then I could be accused of bias. You might turn around and say the same thing back at me. Anyway, having said that, folks, please, if you can, join us on the cruise. It would be absolutely amazing. We are going to have the most incredible time. Not only are we going to have the most incredible time, but we're also going to be having the most, one of the major functions that we're going to have. Okay, what have you missed? Mike, you've missed everything, so you might as well just sit back and watch. Yep, just sit back and watch. Yes, Greg's here and would love to fly down under. Well, you've only got one ticket to pay for because Michelle's got all these travel points, so you'll be right. There you go. See how I organise your life for you? Isn't that great? Yes, so the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise will have on it the first inaugural, well, that's what first means, the inaugural F125 on the go-karts. So fastest person wins. So obviously, but it'll be the first one that we put down that we will do on the Norwegian Joy. And as well as that, we are raising funds on that cruise. So a proportion of your fare that you're going to be paying for the cruise, a proportion of that fare will be tax deductible because it'll be coming straight to Helping Hands for Cruising. So we're hoping that you guys will be able to join us, have lots of fun with us, enjoy the activities that we've got on board, which is Who's Who, which is a band that's tributing The Who, and Echoes of Pompeii, who are tributing Pink Floyd, as well as Mr. Funny Man, who are just a general tribute band that does general stuff. So we're going to be having the most amazing time, and special time, special places just for Helping Hands for Cruising. So folks, looking forward to having you all come on board and enjoy. I will ask you, please, if you can, I've got 2 QR codes, Matt and Deb, the QR code here that says AUD is for Australian dollars, so we can go into the Australian PayPal account. The one on the other side is USD, which is US dollars, which goes straight into the US PayPal account, and then those funds get siphoned off to the various bank accounts. So, yeah, please join in, have fun with us. It's going to be an awesome time. There will be more news happening with what's going on with Helping Hands for Cruising, because I believe next Saturday is the first Saturday of the month of September, so we will be having our board meeting. And, we will have more news for you. Anyway, folks, it's that time of the evening, and I'm going to call it quits. We've been going almost an hour, which is a record for this time of the year, or for this particular show anyway. So I'm going to say thank you very much for popping in. Tomorrow, I'll be joining Jimmy on Cup of Joe Live, and we'll just be having an awesome time as we usually do. And then Friday night, Ilana will be joining me for the Down Under Cruises normal weekly live stream. You might see a video or two happening during the week. See how we go. Anyway, folks, you have a pleasant day for those of you that are around, a pleasant evening for those that are on our side of the pond, and stay safe and have fun. Be kind to one another. Take care.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for Cruising, cruising.
only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible, with helping hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dreams a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream